Luxury is a social marker where the owner feels a sense of privilege. Luxury is also tied to culture in many ways. So, when these videos popped up by Chinese manufacturers saying that the luxury handbags that people were buying were not made in places like Italy or France, but in China, it caught everyone's attention because part of the branding of these designer items are the label's origin stories. Culture or heritage is very much attached. When people see a made in China label, people often think of mass production and not luxury per se. In the book The Luxury Strategy by Gino Capra and Vincent Bastian, they write part of a luxury strategy is making it difficult for clients to buy. Price is often a barrier to people purchasing luxury items, hence making it difficult to buy. So when these TikTok videos came out with manufacturers of luxury handbags telling customers exactly how to get the same quality bag without the label, of course it got people's attention. So the perceived barrier to a person buying these goods has gone down dramatically. We also see that history and culture comes into play when it comes to luxury branding. And many people have bought luxury bags because of a brand's origin story. And there's been this social idealization of products from Europe. People of all races and cultures have bought into this, no pun intended, and spent thousands of dollars on these products. Yet, here comes these TikTok videos, and we're hearing, oh, that leather those handbags are made from, it comes from Nigeria. The source material comes from an African country. And that level of skill and craftsmanship you so admire, those are the handiwork of Chinese workers. Which brings up the larger issue about people's attitudes and maybe bias towards countries and the products that come from them. Social ideals frequently clash with actual reality. And another thing the authors write in the book is that the human hand must have a significant role in production. But it turns out, though a bag's touted as produced in France, it's really produced in China, with things like the brand's label and other embellishments added onto the bag before it's placed in the packaging of said, French designer. And while some people online have asked those who've spent thousands on a designer bag how they feel now, there were some takeaways and things we can learn. First is how people tend to hang on to the origin stories of these brands. And we all know that the stories people tell themselves matter because at the end of the day, luxury purchases are in no way a need but a want. And people buy these items because it fills a story for them, including who they are or who they think they are to be able to own the item. Second, I also think it's so important that we recognize not only the value of other people's work, in this case, Chinese manufacturers, but how important it is for people to recognize the value of their own handiwork, in this case, Chinese manufacturers. They've clearly said, come to us directly and you can buy these quality products, of course, without the label. So the brand has been positioned in some ways as the middleman. People have been paying a premium price for branding, specifically luxury branding. Now, an alternative has been presented, and in this economy, there are many people who will take them up on their offer. Now, we've heard words like fake and dupe, and these labels have dissuaded some people from paying lower prices when it turns out some of these fakes and dupes are being made by the same manufacturers of the luxury products. The dupes might have obviously had the label made in China, while the luxury product had something else as its label. Now I think people have become more aware of Chinese craftsmanship and recognize that, yeah, dollar store products come from China, but so do many quality products. In the book, the authors tell readers the value of a luxury brand depends on the quality of its image. And I think what we're seeing is that it's important that you don't let other people always determine the value of your image. There's obviously bias within the luxury handbag industry, which impacts how these products are marketed to consumers. But as consumers, it's up to us, you and I, to decide for ourselves what we value. Because all these things being considered, every purchase that you make contributes to a brand success. Thank you for watching this video. Please tap the like button and share this video with a friend.